Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Shrek the Third. And this movie came out in 2007, and it is the third Shrek movie, as you can tell by the title. And I thought this movie was pretty bad. It was very boring, very not funny. The jokes were pretty bad for the most part. There were a couple times where I chuckled, and one of the last jokes before the credits was kind of funny. And that was about it. I really did not like the characters in this movie at all. And I just found them to be unlikable, or I just found them to be pretty useless. Like Fiona in this movie, I think she's a great character, and she's always fun to watch, and she's one of my favorites. But in this one, she has like nothing to do, and she's just either locked away in a prison or just talking, which is not anything I want to see her doing. Not that I need her involved in action scenes necessarily for her to be interesting, but at the same time, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, is there really nothing you can think of to give this character? And to make things worse, the animation doesn't look like it's an improvement over the second movie. It just looks not improved, like it was done really quickly, and it just doesn't look like it's from 2007. It looks earlier than that. And this movie is directed by Chris Miller, and I haven't seen any of his movies, so I decided to look up on IMDb to see what else he's done, and basically nothing. The only other movie he's directed is Puss in Boots, which I haven't seen yet. Hasn't really had much experience, and I don't know why they decided to bring him to do this movie, because he doesn't really do the movie any favors. Like, there's nothing visually interesting about this movie in terms of how it's shot, and it's just very bland to look at, and the entire movie is just very dull. There's like almost no satire, and even the stuff that it is trying to parody, it's just not very funny in my opinion, because it kind of just betrays what the first two movies set up, or at least established as to like what this series is trying to go after. And it just kind of does its own thing, which I guess is fine, but at the same time, it really didn't do itself any favors by doing its own thing in this movie. And a decent amount of the performances in this movie kind of felt held back. Like, they just didn't feel like they were giving it their all. And that was a big letdown for me. And there's a character, Arthur, in this movie. He's supposed to be King Arthur. And he's voiced by Justin Timberlake. And he's pretty annoying. Both the performance and the character. They're both very annoying, and I just wanted that character to be not included with the story at all, but unfortunately he has a decent amount of screen time, which does not help. And throughout the entire movie, I kept thinking to myself, why should I care about anything that's going on? Because I don't like the characters, I don't like the story, I don't like the music, I don't like any of the comedy, I don't like the animation, and pretty much anything that's being set up. I don't like the villain. So what is there for me, aside from a couple jokes? Pretty much nothing. It's very hollow, very dry, doesn't have anything that worked about the first two movies for me, and it's just a bland, boring kids movie, and just offered me nothing. There were a couple movie references. I think they were Rosemary's Baby and The Exorcist, but that was about it. And a quick side note, I found it to be kind of funny that this movie came out in 2007, same year as Spider-Man 3 and Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, the third Pirates movie, all came out not only the same year, but also the same month, that being May. Like, I don't know why studios decided to release their third movie installments in that month, but here we are. So skip this movie if you ever come across it. I don't really remember much of my experience when I saw this in theaters, and I think this was the last Shrek movie that I saw in theaters. I didn't see any other ones except for the second movie. 2 and 3 I saw in theaters. Everything else, no. Well, I actually haven't seen anything after this point, so we'll see how they are, but I'll get to those later. This one I can gladly never watch again, and my life will be no different. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give Shrek the Third a 2 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Shrek the Third, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Shrek Forever After. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.